Yeah, so here's my old MPC 60 MK2. I cleaned up these buttons, got them nice and white. Did the best I could with those. There's little tiny imperfections on the paint, but those are like minute in comparison to some of the machines that I've seen. You got these little nicks and whatnot. The rotary knob has a little bit of, cosmetic stuff missing. You know, buttons worn out. You know what I mean? I could get stickers for those, but it is what it is. Clean up these buttons here too. I've got some other work that I've got to do. I got some LEDs that they flicker or whatever the case is. But I guess the biggest and the best upgrade has been this new, and it's crazy. You can't even like appreciate how dope this display is. It's black. It looks blue here. It looks more blue than black. It's a custom joint that I got from someone in the UK. I believe it was in the UK. And yeah, man, it's looking pretty, man. I can't wait to get it back in motion. You gotta have some patience when you're booting these things up, man. I don't know if some of y'all could really hang with that. Just the boot up screen, just waiting for it to turn. I mean, look at it. Watch. Look how long it takes for it to really boot into the screen or whatever. It says loading files. I don't know what is loading. Oh, I've got the original drive in there too. Floppies, and then I got SCSI in the back. But you got to hit the cancel button, the soft key 4, in order for it to go into the main screen. You got song mode here. You got your sounds, where you'd sample a new sound. Let's see, number 5. So that'll be your sample length, and that's, look at that, 26.2 seconds. You know what I mean? Your threshold, you're ready to record or whatever the case is. You got your tempo sync, you got your drum mix, so you can pick out, how you want to check the for the levels of the drums and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And I guess this is kind of just for anybody who's never really seen one of these older machines. I know we got my old school heads who know all about this. And this joint was actually my first real super, like, I guess, super pro sampler at the time. I got it when it first dropped. It shit cost me $3,300. No one had it in the hood. I'm from the Lower East Side. There were other people that were making music and making beats and whatnot. Shout out to Fat Cat Louis Vega, who actually really inspired me. He took my uncle into the studio. My uncle's a drummer, and he dragged me along. And it's crazy because my first experience in the studio with my uncle was with Louis. He was doing something on Latifah's album, and I got a chance to chop it up with with La and Lakim Shabazz, Apache. I mean, there was a few heads there in the studio. This was Calliope Studios back in the day. And I guess just that experience alone, when I encountered that, I was like, yo, I got to do this. Like, I really got to go in and try to get busy. And I did my thing, I guess. On the Lower East Side, there was nobody out here with these samplers, man. And, I came up, I won't discuss on how I got the money for the thing, but I was the only one in the hood that was messing with anybody from the hood that had one of these. So anytime somebody would ask, about music and making beats and stuff like that, Like, I was really one of the only people that was messing with people in the hood and producing for people in the hood, because they didn't have access to a sampler like an MPC. Anyway, I'm dragging this on, but my screen looks crazy, right? Tell me that ain't dope. I love it. Anyway, once I start chopping up some beats and stuff like that, I'll post some stuff so you can hear what it sounds like. And I still got my 950. You know, it's in the rack over here on the other side. And that was my combo, the MPC 62 and that 950. Woo! That's where I made my first records back in 91. All right, y'all. Peace.